Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, you guys. Hello. Good morning. I want to quickly share something that that came through when I was doing my Untangled. I want to share this message with you guys, and it's about what we're stepping into in 2023. What the energies, this new phase almost of humanity. So here's what I recommend paying attention to right now. Many of you have been in a phase where almost like things have been like crickets, really quiet. You've been intending and you've been manifesting for quite some time, and you've been doing a lot of inner work, right? You've been looking at your limiting thoughts and your behaviors, your beliefs, your patterns. You're looking at the external world and everything that's breaking down in the external world. And it may have been feeling like, and it may be feeling like, as if nothing's been happening. Nothing's been given to you in terms of what you are intending and manifesting. Here's what I want to talk about with 2023. This is the year of literally being catapulted into miracles and being forced to leap, being forced to jump. So you will be presented with opportunities over and over again to either choose to go back to the comfortable, okay, or leap into the intention and manifestations that you have set for quite some time, years probably. And it's not going to be, this is what I was saying during my Untangled, it's not going to be like an easy breezy cover girl type of stepping into. It's going to test your ability to trust the unknown. That's why we call them miracles, right? Miracles are miracles because they come out of nowhere. You can't believe it. You didn't expect it. You weren't trying to control it. You couldn't figure it out. It's a miracle. And 2023 is going to bring tons of miracles for us. But we are the only ones that can step into and sort of surrender and allow the miracles. And the way that you allow the miracles to unravel in front of you is that you have to let go of the comfortable. You have to let go of the ways that you've been doing things. And you have to get acutely aware of the moment you are presenting something to you, because you are always presenting, you are always serving you. You're always serving you. Nobody's serving you but you. Regardless if it's somebody else coming in, something else happening, it's always you serving you for you. Okay? And so what's going to be showing up over and over again right now is opportunities to find yourself wanting to go back to an old familiar pattern that you've probably been going back and forth with, maybe, maybe not. And the pull to go back to the old familiar comfortable way is an opportunity, is the moment of awareness where the miracle is about to happen. And that miracle is, can you let go of the comfortable? Can you stop thinking that going back to the comfortable is the right way? Can you start saying that it may not be easy breezy cover girl? It may be a leap of faith that I have to take now. What have you been intending? What have you been manifesting in your life for a while that hasn't shown up? You've been doing a ton of internal work so that you can finally say, I'm ready to let go of the familiar. The familiar are the patterns, you guys. It's the ways that we have been living that we don't necessarily want to live, but they're so familiar, they're so comfortable, we can't let them go. So we just keep going back. And we've probably been going back for a long time. 23, this magical, miraculous number, has the opportunity to both simultaneously kick you into miracles and catapult you deep into what you're still not seeing, for the sole purpose of catapulting you into miracles. right? So you please pay attention. Pay attention to what it is that you have been wanting to create, wanting to bring into your life. Pay attention to what is coming into your life that may rattle that. Pay attention that what's coming into your life as opportunity that may feel crunchy. It may feel like, oh my God, I don't know if this is the right thing to do. I feel like I need to go back to what's familiar. It feels cozy. It feels like what I know, right? That is the opportunity. That is where the intention and manifestation resides in. It resides in the uncomfortable. It resides in the unknown. It resides in the inability to control. It resides in all of that. The other thing that was coming through is we have this idea that when we create or manifest something, a new job, a new relationship, travel, new house, I don't know, more money, that it's going to just come in and you're just going to kind of meet it where it's at and off you go. 2023 is going to be very different. We are literally being shot like a rocket into what we need to be able to stand in. We're being shot into it, which means that we may not feel like we're ready to let go of what's being asked to let go of in order to step into what you think you're ready to step into, but you don't believe necessarily that you can. We're going to be rocketed into that, which means it's not going to feel easy, which means it's not going to feel comfortable. So if you're waiting for some partner to come in and it's all of a sudden you're going to meet the partner who's going to be like, ah, you might be wrong. Your partner may be coming in and it's weird a little bit, crunchy, uncomfortable. You're not sure, but you have this idea of what you think it's going to look like. Or you have been intending this new job and you have this idea of how it's going to look, right? Somehow somebody's going to come and give you this opportunity and it's just going to feel right. Okay. 2023 is going to literally burn up this idea that things are going to feel right. 2023 is more of an energy of, I want to run back to the comfortable. That means I'm about to jump. That's the energy of 2023. Not, oh my God, this feels so right. This just feels so comfortable. This just feels easy breezy cover girl. No. This is going to be how comfortable, how badly am I staying in comfortable? And how uncomfortable is it for me to jump into what is being presented? That's the miracles. That is what's going to be shown to you. And many of us are going to have experiences from the external world out there that are going to literally drag us into the miracles because we still don't have the courage to let go. Watch. Car accidents, fires, floods, sicknesses, illness, broken feet, you name it, things are going to happen to you, for you, by you, from the external world in order for you to let go of the comfortable. Because believe it or not, it is extremely difficult, no matter how aware you are, it is very difficult to let go of the comfortable, especially when you are being catapulted into something that is new, that you can't grab, that you don't know how to do, because it's a miracle, because it's new, because you've never had it, because you've never done it, and it is not going to look like this walk in the fucking park that we have been programmed to believe it's going to be. This is why we have been practicing, so many of you have been practicing feeling everything, not running from things, not trying to positive think your way into things. If you're somebody that does that all the time, constantly trying to positive think, constantly trying to ignore what is, constantly trying to not feel what is or change what you're feeling, then you are going to have a hard time jumping into a very uncomfortable, perhaps, situation that is for your highest growth. The expansion happens when you jump. The expansion happens when you say, you know what? What I do know is that I don't want to go back to the familiar and the comfortable. I know that if I go back to the comfortable and the familiar, that is me reverting back. Feels good. I'm good with it. But I know that much. So whatever is presenting itself in lieu of me going back, that is the shift. That is the expansion. That is me showing me what's next. What is it in your life right now that is calling you to jump, but there's a fear because you can't see it necessarily and it doesn't feel like or look like what you thought? And so there's a feeling of like, I'll just go back to the old and the familiar and I'll just wait until it feels right. Big alarm for everybody that's waiting until it feels right. 2023 is all about no longer waiting until it feels right. We don't know when that is. We will wait for eternity because we have so much trauma, because we don't understand how to be in this quantum field. 2023 is giving us an opportunity to experience more of a quantum existence, which means that you don't know until you know, which means that you jump into the unfamiliar, which means that you don't wait until you have all your ducks in a row, which means that you learn how to surrender into the most uncomfortable feelings, which means that in that uncomfortable surrendering of what is, you start maneuvering and taking action through choice, but you don't shy away, you don't back down. Which means that you realize that everything is showing up for you, always, by you, over and over. Everything is an opportunity, nothing is a mistake. Don't go into 2023 with, oh my God, that's a mistake. That's like kindergarten. You know, we're in freaking senior year in high school now. We don't say, oh my God, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Or, oh my God, this shouldn't be happening right now. Why is this in my life? This shouldn't be in my life. Nothing shouldn't be in your life. Everything is in your life to serve you, period. That's an abso-fucking-lute. Everything. It's your lens and your awareness of how you're seeing it, how you're responding to it, that is dictating whether it's for your highest good or not. Everything is for your highest good right now. Everything always has been. What is this intention that you are and have been creating? What is it that you want, right? What is it that you have been desiring? What is it that you have been waiting for? And how is this year, because I'm telling you this year is what is going to catapult you into the most uncomfortable in order to stand in the miracles. And the more you think it's going to be easy breezy cover girl, the more you are going to be waiting. The more you say, okay, it's not going to be easy breezy cover girl. It's going to be a jump. It's going to be a leap. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be crunchy. It's not going to look the way I think it's going to look. It's going to ask me to let go of the comfortable. It's going to ask me to let go of the old ways that I really want to go back to over and over. The moment you watch yourself being triggered by something new coming in and you wanting to go back to the old, that's the opportunity for shifting. That's the opportunity for evolution. That's the opportunity for you to step into the miracles. Remember, miracles are not something you can see. If it scares the shit out of you, do it. That's the miracle. Miracles are waiting beyond what you can physically see. Miracles are waiting beyond what you can control. Miracles are waiting in the unknown. When you let go of no longer needing to know, when you let go of no longer having control, when you surrender into every single fucking thing that's showing up for you, and you look at it as either being receptive to it or restrictive. Is this expanding me or contracting me? And get real curious around that. Then the miracles are going to will continue to be shown to you. in this coming year, right? And if you're ignoring and if you are denying, the beautiful thing about 2023 is it's going to literally catapult you into the miracles. And catapulting means you may get sick. You may have some sort of discomfort, dis-ease. You may break your freaking back. You may, like, you know, your car may get stolen. Like, shit's going to get real. Shit's going to get really real in 2023. Watch. It's going to happen because we're not fucking doing it. So an aspect of us is going to kick our ass and get us to do it. Do it being jump into the miracles that we can't see, and thus we don't jump. We don't like being uncomfortable. We don't like being out of control. We don't like not knowing. We don't like any of that. Get comfortable in that, because that's where the miracles are going to happen. That's where your intentions are going to unravel. That's where your manifestations are going to unravel. Right? The old way of creating, intending, and manifesting, in the old programmed way, where you're still in deep trauma, deep control, right? And deep fear, is that you are controlling your intention and manifestation. It's going to look like this, and then it's going to look like this, and then it's going to look like this, and it's going to look like this. And then you wait until it looks like that, and you're driving the boat. That's the ego, which is beautiful. That's okay. But the miracles, the highest potential for you, the highest aligned state for you, is saying to yourself, I know nothing, so I can see it all. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be. Wow, this person's coming into my life. I thought it was going to look like ... Wow. I thought I was going to sit at this house and, you know, create my sort of like internal plan for 2023. Nope. You're going to keep going. You're going to go to another island. You're going to sit for another 11 days. You're going to be with another person. You're going to go against all the ways in which you're comfortable, Lori. What? Yeah. My intention has been to step into my work in new ways in 2023. Do it differently. Do it new. I don't want to go back home and do the same stuff I've been doing. I don't want to do the same online things over and over and over again. I want to do in-person things. I want new, right? That's what I've been saying to myself the last 6 months. I want new, and I want a partner. 2 things I've been saying. I want a partner, and I want new in the way I show up. So I get here to this island. Beautiful friend of mine lets me stay at her house. I've been here for 11 days. I unplug. A friend of mine comes to visit, hanging out. There's an opportunity to go to another island that my friend has a place at. And I immediately am like freaking the fuck out because 1, I got to hang out with somebody longer, and there's a fear that I can't do my work. And 2, I can't ground in and do my kind of vision for 2023. I have to be alone, right? I have to go back to the old ways. I have to go home. I have to sit in my house. I have to, be alone. I have to go back to the familiar and they're comfortable in order to do that. Really, Lori? What's being presented to you? Another island with another house that you can go and chill in? What's being presented to you? A friend of yours that you can hang out with and practice being around somebody, but also doing your work and also integrating in? What else is being presented to you? A totally fucking new way of doing life. Oh, is that what you've been asking for? It has. What's your initial knee-jerk reaction? To go back home. Why? Because it's comfortable? Because it's familiar? Because it's what I've done for 5 years? What have you been asking for, Lori? New. New ways of showing up. A partner in my life that I can do my work with, that I can travel with, right? That I learn how to take space from, that I learn how to be 100% myself with, so that I don't have to do anything other than be me, all of me, and show up and do my work wherever I am with whoever I'm with. Oh, okay. What are we giving you right now? That opportunity. What are you intending? What are you creating in your life? And what's showing up? Because whatever is showing up, I can promise you, is taking your hand and leading you directly into what it is that you've been creating and intending and manifesting that perhaps you don't believe you deserve. And perhaps you believe is going to look a certain way. Let go of how you think things are going to look. Let go of the stories that you're telling yourself. Let go of not knowing. And anchor so deeply in. Anchor this into your freaking beingness all day long. That everything right now, everything is happening for you, by you. Everything. Even the most horrific things that you can't hold, that you can't understand. Because in a couple years, the planet is going to have another pretty catastrophic, it's going to be real fucked up in 2025. And so we have to be able to stand in that. And the only way that you can stand in some real fucked up shit is that you're able to stand in your own fucked up shit first. You got to be able to master your own uncomfortableness. You've got to be able to stand in your own shit show, your own fire, your own fears, your own doubts, your own insecurities. You've got to be able to do that first so that you can walk out into the world and nothing rattles you. Right? Nothing rattles you. So this upcoming freaking 23 year, don't let it pull you back into the uncomfortable. And if you, into the familiar. And if you do, you go back to the familiar, you go back to the familiar. Right? Okay, you went back to the familiar. That's okay. Just pay attention to the fact that you went back to the familiar. But every opportunity to step out of the familiar is an opportunity to step into the miracles. And you're going to be doing it from a quantum space. You're going to be doing it from a space of, I don't know what this looks like. I don't know how to do this necessarily. This isn't how I imagined it. This isn't how I viewed it. And if you're not taking those jumps yourself, you're going to pull yourself into it. You're going to catapult yourself. Trust me. Trust me, this is going to be such a powerful year. Do you want to join me for a few minutes if you're still here? My friend, I don't know if he's still here. I'm going to see if he wants to join. I'll just invite and see if he wants to come in. If you guys missed Untangled on YouTube, go check it out. Untangled on YouTube. I just did it. It's really, really good. It was an hour. I do an Untangled episode every month. Every week. All right. That's a no, I guess. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get going. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you just jumped on, go back to the beginning. I talk about a little bit of the energies for 2023. I do still live in Marin, but I am in Oahu right now. I'm going to another island for a little while. I love you. I'm from California. Go back and listen to the beginning, you guys. This is a really, really miraculous time that we're on the planet. And there are so many miracles, but we have to be able to let go of trying to control what's coming for us. We have to let go of trying to control and imagine the miracles. We have to let go of all of it. And we have to let go of the comfortable. And we have to get acutely aware of the moment we are trying to control it all and move back into our comfortableness. And hold that everything is happening to you, for you, by you, no matter how hard that may be. It's happening for you. And jump. Take the leaps. Nothing is popping into your life that is an accident. Nothing. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Mwah.